covering all your local high school football games with highlights and scores. Now, Football Friday, brought to you by Alabama Credit Union.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into week number 7 of WVUA 23's Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. Visit alabamacu.com to learn more. Alabama Credit Union, loans for real life. Interesting and different type of show tonight. I don't know any other way to say it, since the majority of our games were played on Thursday night this week due to the weather considerations with Hurricane Delta. But we have 13 games that we're going to bring you highlights from, and we'll begin with our game of the week. First place was on the line in Class 1A Region 6 last night as Pickens County played host to Berry. Michael Williams and the Tornadoes at home, but both these teams undefeated in region play. Early second quarter, Pickens County strikes. Javion Bell deep to Jacoris Barnes. That's just like Coach Williams drew it up on the chalkboard. Perfect execution, 36 yards, 2-point conversion good. It's 8-0. Under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Here comes Berry. Trent Smith. Now this is what you just call want to. I mean, there's no reason that this young man should still be on his feet. Pickens County, though, maybe they try too hard to strip the ball. He just breaks tackle after tackle, gets into the end zone. Try for two is good. We're tied at 8. Next possession for Pickens County. Uh-oh. Ball is through the arms of the receiver, tipped into the hands of Tyler Lawler, and he's going to bring it back all the way. A pick 6. You knew if Berry was going to beat Pickens County, they'd have to make some big plays. They did. It's 14-8. Second quarter, Tornadoes respond. Zarens Washington takes it in from 6 yards out, tying the game at 14. But on the ensuing kickoff, this is what I'm talking about. Big plays. If you're going to beat Pickens County in reform, you got to get some of these. Jonathan Locke grabs the kickoff, and look at the Jets, man. He's just leaving, folks. Takes it all the way. This one goes down to the wire. What a win for Berry. 29-28 over the Pickens County Tornadoes. So the Wildcats are in first place by themselves in that tough Class 1A Region 6. Just a big win for Berry last night. Class 6A Region 4 battle at McAdory as the Yellow Jackets took on Hillcrest. The Patriots and Sam Adams traveling over to face a McAdory team who'd been playing well as of late. And right off the bat, McAdory strikes. Now, that's just a pretty simple little pass out there, but when you miss a couple of tackles, what can happen? Well, it can go for 80 yards and an early 7-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. But Hillcrest responds. They're a good team. Marcus Wilkins powers in from a couple of yards out, tying the game at 7. Yellow Jackets have the ball, but Braylon Howard is going to come across. That's what you call perfect position for the safety. He slides across, gets the interception, but then Ethan Crawford gets one tipped, and it's picked off by McAdory. But later in the second quarter, you can't hold Ethan Crawford down for long. He's just too talented. He calls his own number, gets it into the end zone. Wild one. But Hillcrest wins it 45-41. Let's go to the scoreboard and show you that indeed the Patriots take it, and that is a big win for Sam Adams and company in that region. Brookwood at Paul Bryant, another Class 6A Region 4 game. The Stampede at home against the Panthers, and Bryant got off to a fast start in this one. Cameron Ellis hits Calix Lewis for the short touchdown. It's 6-0. Then Ellis hands off to Tobias Howard. He runs it in. It's 13-0. More Bryant. As Jordan Louis goes down the left side, he's basically untouched, 50 yards. It was 19-0 in the second quarter. But Brookwood didn't quit. They come back. Kobe Humphreys hands off to C.J. Cummings. He gets it in for a touchdown. 2-point conversion, 19-8. Then Humphreys hands off to Cummings again. It's 19-16. Bryant's quarterback Cameron Ellis lobs this pass before the half, but it's going to be picked off by Carson Akers for Brookwood. Brookwood gets back in it, but Bryant wins it as we check out the final 33-23. Good ball game last night in Tuscaloosa. Central High School hosting the Selma Saints at Falcons Field last night. It was tied early on as the Saints led 16-12 at the half. Third quarter, Roderick Ward finds Javante Stubbs, and Central just didn't play that one very well. It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion later in the third. Kieferlin Hill for Central grabs this punt, and gives the Falcons great field position, but on 4th down, Central will go for it, and Peyton Batchelor's pass is incomplete, so they turn it over to the Saints on downs. Saints now in the 4th quarter, and they're going to put the nail in the coffin. DJ Nelson with the touchdown, and it is Selma going on to win this one last night in Tuscaloosa, 32-12, the final score. Well, 4 Thursday night games down and 9 Thursday night games to go here on WVUA 23's Football Friday. It's different tonight. Football Friday is presented by Alabama Credit Union. When we come back, we'll take you to Northport as the Tuscaloosa County High Wildcats welcomed Oak Mountain Town for Class 7A Region 3 contest. Stay tuned. More Football Friday is on the way.
We're the Hubbertville Lions, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA 23. Let's go, Lions!
Indeed, we appreciate the Hubbertville Lions cheerleaders welcoming back us into Football Friday. Pool and Patio Center sponsors our cheerleaders each week. I'm Gary Harris. 2 improved teams in Class 7A Region 3 faced off last night in Northport. Tuscaloosa County High hosting Oak Mountain. And County High's improved, and Oak Mountain's really strong this year. We're going to pick this one up with Brax Garrison handing off to Damian Taylor, and that's always a good idea because Damian Taylor's good. And he's down the left sideline. But that's a big play by Oak Mountain to track him down because he didn't get it all the way to the end zone. And on 4th down, the Wildcats go for it. And this time, Taylor is stuffed by that Oak Mountain Eagles defense. Big play in the game. All right, 2nd quarter, Oak Mountain has a really good quarterback in Evan Smith. And he calls his own number, and he turns it on. He gets it into the end zone. 7-0 Oak Mountain on top. And then they would strike again, this time with the running back, Mark Johnson. He gets it into the end zone. It's 14-0 Eagles at the half, and Oak Mountain goes on to win it. Topping County High last night, 42-21. Entertaining ball game, though, up in Northport. Time for a barn burner in 3A between Thomasville and Hale County down in Moundville. Mid-first quarter, Thomasville's L'Aquarius Jackson is going to pound his way into the end zone to put up a touchdown, and the Tigers lead at 14-0. On the ensuing kickoff, though, we've seen some kickoff returns. Hale County's Donovan Dicker is going to take this one, and once you break contain on a kickoff and you get the sideline, this is what can happen, especially when you're really fast, and he is. Right into your living room. It's a touchdown on the kickoff return. Later, Jamarian Ryan strips the ball at the 1-yard line for Hale County. You saw a big play in the kicking game. What about this? 99 yards the other way, tying the game up at 14. This was a heck of a game. Thomasville, though, will get the lead here. This was a 24-20 game late in the 4th quarter. We'll check out the final. Thomasville pulled away, but this is a much more competitive game than the final score indicates. 45-20 the final, but a really good game last night. Speaking of good games, the cowbells were ringing in Hubbertville last night as the Lions took on the Brilliant Tigers. Gage Key for Hubbertville is the key to their offense. You know why? Because you can just snap him the ball and say, Gage Key, take it the distance. And that's what he does. Touchdown Lions. All right, they get the ball back a little bit later on. What do? Gage Key calls his own number again. And again, he's off to the races. Hubbertville led in the 2nd quarter, 12-0. But Bryant would not go down without a fight. They're going to get on the board. Cade Bryant is going to find Braden Omery. The extra point was good. It was 12-7. With a minute until halftime, Cade Bryant goes, well, first you'll see the extra point here. And with a minute before halftime, Cade Bryant goes up top again, this time to Wiley Hansen. This was a 14-12 game, Brilliant at the half. But as we check out the final, Hubbertville wins it. A big win for them in the 2nd half, 40-33. Up in Walker County, Jasper played host to Jackson-Olin out of Birmingham. Jackson-Olin up 21-7 at the half, 3rd quarter. The Vikings defense, though, comes up with a big stop. Jasper gets the 4th down stop. And then they get the ball, and watch this. This is a lateral, a bounce pass. I guess it was designed that way. I don't know. But Preston Reed takes advantage. He gets run down, but that's a big play. However, Jasper could not score, and they have to punt. But it's a good one. Pinned down deep. How about at the 3-yard line, 2-3-yard line there. But Jackson-Olin would push it out. They get a big play here as Malik Lowe hits Keezer Jones at midfield. And then they're going to cap off a 98-yard drive here as Lowe is going to find Rashid Sager after he avoids the rush. This is just athletic ability. Finds the open man, and he is off to the races. He gets it in for 6. Let's check out the final. 35-7, Jackson-Olin, a winner over Jasper. Also in Walker County, Oakman hosting rival Carbon Hill, another region game. Oakman starts out on offense, and they started fast with Caden Marchbank taking the direct snap. This is something you see a lot in high school football. You got a great athlete, just snap him the ball directly and let him do the work. Big gain down to the 8-yard line. From there, Sean Douglas caps off the drive with a touchdown. And Oakman goes on tap 7-0, and they would never, ever trail in this one. They got the ball back with some great defense and waste no time. Bubba Odom hits Douglas for 6, and it's 13-0. 2-minute drill, and they execute it perfectly. Odom hitting Marchbank for a big gain, and then Hubbard for the touchdown is coming up. That made it 27-0 at halftime, and as we check out the final, it was an easy win. That should be the final. I'm going to put that one in there twice. But Oakman wins it last night over Carbon Hill easily, 47-0 the final there. Well, still to come, our complete Football Friday scoreboard. But first, Class 7A top-ranked Thompson traveled to Gadsden on Thursday night to face the Gadsden City Titans. And the Warriors looked every bit the part of the best team in the state. Highlights are coming up next on Football Friday.
We're the varsity cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA. Let's go, Blues! Let's go!
We love our cheerleaders. Again, we appreciate Pool and Patio Center for bringing us our cheerleaders every week. I'm Gary Harris. Let's keep it moving here on Football Friday. Class 7A Region 3, top-ranked Thompson, the defending Class 7A champion, traveling over to Gadsden to take on Gadsden City on Thursday night. Time winding down in the first quarter. Warriors already lead 6-zip, and Thompson quarterback Connor Harrell, who is a good one, is going to buy a little time in the pocket and then throw a strike to J.B. Mitchell. Watch him throw across his body, back across his body. Not supposed to do that, but he makes it work because he's good. And J.B. Mitchell has 3 touchdown catches in the first half. Early second quarter, Gadsden City with the ball. Quarterback DeMarcus Macon. Another pick 6. Seen a few of those tonight, too. Tony Mitchell is in the end zone. It's 20-0. The Titans offense appears to get something going, but another interception by Tony Mitchell. This one in the end zone ends the scoring threat. And at the end of the first half, Thompson has one more up its sleeve as Connor Harrell is going to go deep, and Sam Reynolds says, thank you very much, I'll take that. Thompson rolls 48-0, looking every bit the part of the best team in the state. Rivalry time, Hoover hosting Spain Park last night. Josh Niblett, he's got a powerhouse there. Hoover has been a long time, but Spain Park always plays them tough. And Spain Park coming out of the gate, first possession after the opening kickoff. Bennett Meredith quick swings out to Justin Pegues, 7-yard touchdown. Jacks go up 7-0. First possession, though, for the Bucks, and they will counter. Joseph Buffett takes the handoff and gets it around the edge. Looks like he might get this one into the end zone. They rule him down at the 1, but Hoover would score on the next play to make it 7-7. Then next possession for the Bucks, it's very similar play. Buffett again, this time he does not get stopped short. He gets it in the end zone, 14-7. Hoover goes on to win it last night, 47-34, the final. Briarwood hosting Mountain Brook. Mountain Brook, the new kids on the block in Class 6A. Both teams unbeaten in Region 5. Spartans and Lions playing for the first time since 1993. Mountain Brook's Paulson Wright gets the reverse, and he is gone. 7-0. Briarwood trying to come back. Lions with some trickery here, but the trick's on them. Christopher Vizina's pass is intercepted. Vizina's pass intercepted by Blake Pugh. Later in the game, Lions lead 10-0. Or actually, Mountain Brook leads 10-0, but Vizina comes through with the pass to Luke Rebels. That made it 10-7, but a big pass play sets up Gibbs' 2-yard touchdown run for a Spartans TD, and Mountain Brook wins it last night. 17-7 is the final score. Class 6A third-ranked Clay Chalkville traveling to Mortimer Jordan last night. Opening drive, Clay Chalkville gets it going early. Quarterback Caleb Johnson hits Antonio Miles. He's wide open in the middle of the field. That should never happen. 19 yards, 7-0 Cougs. They play some defense. Caleb Simon blows up the zone read attempt. More Cougar defense. Jamon Smith wrecking havoc in the backfield. And here it looks like Edward Osley is going to get stopped, but he says, no, sir. 38-yard touchdown. Clay Chalkville wins this one easily last night as we check out the final, 45-7. Well, still to come, our Band of the Week and an Alabama at Ole Miss preview. But up next, all the Thursday night scores and a couple from Friday night as well when we return to WVUA 23's Football Friday presented by Alabama Credit Union. The Northridge High School Drumline. They're our Band of the Week. Welcome back to Football Friday on WVUA 23. It's time now to check in on all the area scores from across Alabama. So let's turn our attention to the complete scoreboard. A couple of scores from tonight. Bibb County, a big win at West Blockton. That was 22-20. I've made a couple of mistakes tonight. 22-20. I left out the 2, but Bibb County does win that one, 22-20. Also tonight, Holt falls down at Dallas County by the score of 22-13. The rest of these scores are from Thursday. Gordo wins at Hamilton, 41-0. Haleyville beat Fayette County, 28-6. It was Lighthouse Christian over Tuscaloosa Christian, 51-20. Demopolis, too much for Jemison, 47-7. Lamar County loses at Addison, 42-27. Montgomery Academy, a winner at home over Greensboro, 31-20. Patrician Academy over in Butler beat Southern Academy from Greensboro, 50-20. Jackson Academy shut out Pickens Academy, 46-0. Marion County doubles up South Lamar, 40-20. Meek over Lynn, 34-32. It was Winston County downing Sulligent, 30-12, and Hewitt-Trussville topped Vestavia, 42-35. Chelsea nips Huffman, 35-34. Shades Valley doubles up Homewood, 34-17. These are all forfeit games. Hueytown wins on a forfeit. ACA wins on a forfeit. Northside wins on a forfeit, and JB Pennington wins on a forfeit as well. That's your scoreboard. Coming up here, more on Football Friday. Alabama will face the Ole Miss Rebels on Saturday evening in Oxford, Mississippi. We'll have the latest next right here when we return after this.
We're the Carbon Hill High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA.
All right, Carbon Hill gets us back into the program. All right, let's talk some college football. Alabama getting on the buses at the Malmore Athletic Complex this afternoon for the short trip over to the airport and then the flight to Mississippi. DJ Dale and Najee Harris right there, two of the Tide's best on defense and offense respectively. Offensive coordinator Steve Sarkisian, he can dial up some plays now. He's got that Alabama offense. They're hitting pretty much on all cylinders. May want to run it just a little bit better, but the passing game has been full bore. Pete Golding, the defensive coordinator. Defense is playing okay. I think they can play better. Maybe they will tomorrow night. And their starting quarterback, Mac Jones, gosh knows he's been terrific through his first 2 games so far this season for the Crimson Tide. And, of course, Nick Saban, the man with the director of operations, Ellis Ponder. Watch Ellis now. Saban's the last on the bus and the first to get off of it. Ellis waves his hand, and it's time to go. All right, Alabama head coach Nick Saban takes no opponent for granted, particularly one that is as dangerous as Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss.
Well, as always, this is a difficult preparation, especially for the defense. These fastball teams that really go fast and play high tempo. It's hard to simulate in practice, hard to get the players to respond. You know, I think we need to continue to improve our mindset on our toughness, our mental toughness, ability to finish plays, finish games, be more physical, be more aggressive. You know, we just need to do a better job in that area. Obviously, we're working hard on, you know, getting better execution, not making mental errors.
Mental errors drive Saban crazy. Also this week, Kiffin said it a bunch of times. He just said, you know what, we're playing a great team. So Ole Miss, they'll have to have some tricks up their sleeve, but they can score now. That'll be interesting in that regard. All right, that's going to do it for week number 7 of Football Friday here on WVUA 23. Thanks to Alabama Credit Union and Pool and Patio Center for their support. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., it's Crimson Tide kickoff. Join the CTKO crew for a complete Alabama at Ole Miss preview show. And for all your weekend sports, join William Galloway Saturday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. on WVUA 23 News at 10. Of course, tomorrow night, complete recap of the Alabama game. I'm Gary Harris. Again, make sure and join us at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning for Crimson Tide kickoff. For all of us here at WVUA 23 and CTKO, have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.